The danger posed to DNA is illuminated through the study of fat droplets in physics. The body requires fat as a natural component that is indispensable. The adipose cells in the body are designed to accumulate and discharge energy, alongside fulfilling substantial functions in immune system responses and hormonal balance. Over the last few decades, there has been an alarming increase in metabolic afflictions, which include maladies such as high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. As a result, there has been a significant amount of scientific scrutiny focused on the biology and chemistry of fat. This attention has led to an abundance of information regarding the functionality of fat cells. While adipose cells and their metabolic processes certainly play a role, it must be noted that there are other factors at play. In contemporary scientific research, there has been an increase in attention towards lipid droplets that are filled with fat. These droplets are much smaller than fat cells and are present in various cell types, yet they have remained enigmatic for quite some time. Recent studies have shed light on the role these lipid particles play in metabolic functions and cellular defense mechanisms. However, despite these efforts, we still lack significant understanding of the physical properties of fat. The University of Pennsylvania School of Engineering and Applied Sciences researchers have gone beyond the scope of biochemistry to publish unprecedented findings on the physics of droplets. Their work has uncovered a previously unknown danger posed by these droplets to the nucleus of a cell. In the Journal of Cell Biology's August edition, they have made the groundbreaking discovery that lipid droplets filled with fat have the ability to indent and puncture the nucleus, which is the organelle responsible for regulating and containing a cell's DNA. The implications of their discoveries are significant. A damaged nucleus can result in increased DNA harm, which is a common feature of numerous illnesses, including cancer. The research was spearheaded by Dennis E. Dishka, who is the Robert D. Bent Professor in the Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering. Irina Ivanovska, a research associate with a PhD in molecular and cell biophysics, and Michael Tobin, who is currently pursuing a PhD in bioengineering, also played integral roles in the study. Dishka explains, "Our natural inclination is to perceive fat as a pliant substance. However, at the microscopic level of a droplet, which is only a few microns as opposed to the mature fat cells hundreds of microns, it no longer possesses this characteristic. Instead, it exhibits an extremely high degree of curvature, causing it to rigidly bend other objects in its vicinity. This results in a shift in its physical properties within the cell, allowing it to distort, inflict harm, or burst." According to Ivanovska, if you were to attempt to pop a balloon with your fist, it would be impossible. Although you may be able to distort the shape of the balloon, it would not puncture. However, if you were to try and pop the balloon with a pen, it would be a different story. This illustrates the distinction between a cell with large fat droplets and one with smaller ones in the body. The disparity is not a metabolic one, but rather a fundamental physical difference. The research conducted by the team redefines the scope of scientific investigation into fat, highlighting that the function of fat in the body extends far beyond mere weight measurements. Tobin explains, "The concept being discussed is not related to the traditional notion of excess body fat. Rather, it pertains to the effects of fat on microscopic levels, such as at the cellular level, where it can potentially endanger cellular components, including DNA." The work of the team is an extension of 10 years' worth of essential research, which includes the significant contributions made by Ivanovska. This research focused on understanding the actions of nuclear proteins that are responsible for the nucleus's structural integrity. These proteins are highly adaptable, adjusting their levels in response to the mechanical environment and providing essential support to ensure the nucleus remains protected. Ivanovska explains that cells have a continuous process of repairing DNA damage. In order for this process to occur, a sufficient quantity of DNA repair proteins is required within the nucleus. If the nucleus becomes ruptured, these proteins disperse, impeding the timely repair of damage. As a consequence, DNA damage accumulates, which could lead to the development of cancerous cells. Living within a dynamic physical and mechanical environment, a cell is susceptible to a wide array of complications. Despite this potential for adversity, the cell is constantly supported by a battalion of molecular assistants that strive to preserve and mend its functions. When the nucleus of a cell is exposed to toxins, excessive amounts of UV rays or lipid droplets, it becomes compromised. According to Disker, this poses a significant threat of DNA damage and can have severe repercussions on one's well-being. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.